Imagine living in a city where everyone seems to know everything. Politicians talk about justice, teachers about virtue, priests about truth, and you're someone who knows nothing, or maybe you only know one thing, that you truly know nothing. Yet this man, without writing a single book, without ever leaving his city, changed the course of history. We're talking about Socrates, and today you'll discover how one simple question, asked at the right moment, shook an entire civilization. Socrates didn't have an office. He didn't have a classroom. His stage was the town square. His tool, just a question. He walked through the streets of Athens, stopped philosophers, politicians, ambitious young men, and asked them, "But do you really know what you're talking about?" Not to offend, he did it because he believed that truth wasn't something to receive, but something to discover inside ourselves. Socrates didn't tell you what to think. He helped you check if what you thought made sense. He used a genius method, the Socratic method. Let me give you an example. And you say, "I want to be happy." He replies, "Okay, but what is happiness?" You. Being rich. Him. Even if you're alone? You. Then having friends. Him. Even if they betray you? See? He doesn't give you answers. He forces you to think. And here's the best part. Thousands of years later, this technique is still used in psychology, in university classrooms, even in courtrooms. So, what was that revolutionary question? It wasn't complicated. It was extremely simple. What do you really know? This question, spoken out loud in the middle of the square, shook the powerful people of his time because it forced them to stop repeating cliches and start doubting. And for Socrates, doubting was the first step toward truth. Unfortunately, questioning dogmas, questioning the obvious truths, never pleases those in power. So Socrates was arrested, accused of corrupting the youth, of not believing in the gods, and he was sentenced to death. But do you know what his last act was? He didn't scream. He didn't beg. He drank the hemlock and kept talking, as if dying wasn't the end, but just another step toward knowledge. Socrates left no books, but he left a way of thinking, a way that teaches us that nobody owns the truth, that every certainty should be tested, that growing means being willing to change your mind, and above all, that one question can bring down walls of beliefs. Now it's your turn. What is your truth? Is there something you've always taken for granted? Try looking at it through Socrates' eyes. Ask yourself, do I really know it? Or am I just repeating what I've been told? If you enjoyed this journey into the oldest, yet still alive way of thinking, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button and comment. What is the question you'd ask yourself or someone else to get closer to the truth?